Yes, institution. You're supposed to.
I'm not hearing voices.
Yeah,
They're hearing you.
I'm not hearing you.
a general problem. I'm not here. Cannot. Can admin here help us? We can't hear.
You can't hear anything.
People didn't hear much. No, that's the sound. People didn't hear much. Somebody
Yes, we are struggling to hear. I don't know if you can hear me, but we are struggling. A lot of people joining virtually are not hearing. Please, can you confirm that you're hearing? I can't hear anything. I can't hear
We
anything.
can hear you, you are live, sir. We can hear you, you are live.
Okay.
Can't hear anything.
Thank you. May I go ahead with your permission?
Yes, please, sir. Please, sir.
Okay. Good morning, distinguished colleagues, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I bring you greetings from the Republic of Guinea-Bissau and seek your attention as I provide the ICMC 2021-2025 strategic plan at a glance. My duty is to provide a bit of background, the theory of change, and recap again the ICMC vision and mission, the strategic focus and objectives for the 2021-2025 strategic plan, highlights some of the key contents, the key expected result areas, and critical success factors. In the next 15 minutes, I will be able to provide you with an overview of this presentation plan. Let me first of all state that what informed our strategic plan is in 5 folds. Number 1 is the current president's inaugural address. I mean, Dr. Agada Elachi. His address pointed to the fact that his regime will bring together all the past achievements of ICMC and tie that into the future of ICMC in a document to be known as the ICMC strategic plan for the next 5 years. Subsequently, there was an ESCO retreat. The new ESCO met in Enugu early in January to discuss the vision of the president and the new ESCO. And based on that, it also informed some of the critical elements that went into the designing and the eventual production of the strategic plan. The second element that informed the strategic plan is the capacity assessment and gap analysis that was conducted, both at the level, especially at the level of the Secretariat. And I must confess that we were pleasantly surprised about the high level capacity that we have in the Secretariat. But we also noticed that there were a few gaps, including that while some of the staff were doing more than they should do, others were being underutilized. Therefore, we needed to address that capacity gap, but also to address, based on the future assumptions of ICMC, to address some of the gaps that existed in the Secretariat, and also to be able to ensure that the Secretariat become the engine room to drive the strategic plan. We also had an analysis of current mediation practice and the place of ICMC within the current mediation practice, which include, of course, where ICMC's strength will lie and where it will have comparative advantage within the continuum of mediation and dialogue. We also had analysis of the entire ICMC strength, the weaknesses, the opportunity, and threats, or what you can call an organizational scan. And that also revealed a lot to us, and I'll be talking about a few of them. Then there was also the handover notes and suggestions of the past ESCO, which was delivered by the president during his validatory speech. So all this informed what actually went into articulating the strategic plan. Let me just recap our vision statements that informed the development of the strategic plan. The vision is to become the platform for the delivery of quality training and regulation and coordination of the practice of mediation and conciliation in Nigeria, providing the basis for the incorporation of mediation and other ADR practices as preferred dispute resolution approaches in institutions and communities, and supporting the ECOWAS and African Union mediation processes. The mission is to enable the development of tools, materials, and instruments for the practice and coordination of mediation, conciliation, and other ADR practices in Nigeria and beyond. Based on that, ICMC's conviction and philosophy is that lasting peace requires capacities and structures to deal with the range of conflict and security threats that most immediately affect societies, communities, and states. In doing that, therefore, it is important to have standing capacities for conflict management, resilience and long-term sustainability, as well as national and local ownership and empowerment. What is ICMC's theory of change? The first thing is that we looked at the products and services that ICMC will continue to deliver in the next 5 years and beyond, which include process facilitation, mediation and dialogue, networking, training and capacity building, communication, risk and vulnerability assessment, coordination, convening, being catalyzed for political dialogue, research and knowledge product, institutional capacity building, policy advice, advocacy. On the basis of that, at the national level, ICMC carved a niche for itself, which includes engagement with MDAs, operationalization of mediation hubs and structures across the country. Then at the level of institutional capacity needs, gap assessment, we looked at issues around conflict management, system review, tailor-made capacity building to respond to organizational needs. Then we looked at natural resource, violent extremism, organized crime, climate change, security sector reform, community reconciliation, and so on and so forth, and how ICMC can key into this. With regards to policy alignment, we looked at the way to also reorganize our chapters and institutional and organizational governance, and then have active membership. But more importantly, we looked at the climate for investment, state and community relations, risk and vulnerability assessment, investor resilience, and how investors can begin to have confidence in our country on the basis of the contribution that ICMC can make. And on the basis of that, we said it's important to have as an output mediation hubs and structures for mediation and dialogue, customized training and specialization, mediation practice and services, membership drive, engagement, and enhanced relations between both mediation practitioners and also institutions requiring mediation. But there was also a whole lot of investment in the new strategic plan as it relates to commercial mediation that will be an enabling environment for business to thrive. We believe that if we do that, with regards to attribution gap, we will have strengthened membership capacity and increased demand for mediation services. How then do we contribute to the whole issues around Nigeria? When we have an enhanced legal environment and structures for the coordination and practice of mediation in Nigeria, we believe that this will help us to produce the needed assent to the ICMC bill, improve business environment and commercial transaction, and ultimately an enhanced justice, peace, and security environment in Nigeria. We also did stakeholders analysis, which include the client base, the beneficiaries, and allies. At the level of client base, we discovered that we should continue to work with the justice delivery sector, local, state, and federal government, ministries, departments, and agencies and parastatals, intelligence, defense, and security agencies, human rights organizations, non-governmental organizations, and so on and so forth. The details are in the produced strategic plan. For beneficiaries, both immediate and indirect beneficiaries, we have secretariat staff, ICMC members, dispute resolution practitioners, continuing professional development and use of ICMC dispute resolution facilities, some of our clients, ICMC training faculty, internal and external consultants, training organizations that use and the use of ICMC training facilities. For allies, we will continue to have partner organizations, e-learning and video conferencing platforms, Zoom for virtual training, hospitality industry, caterers, hotels, and media companies. This now helped us to look at some of our strength, weakness, what I consider to be the organizational scan. For strengths, we agree that we have a respectable brand, large membership base, transitioning and strong and dynamic leadership, the upcoming ICMC mediation house, the secretariat premise, synergy and teamwork. For weaknesses, we discovered that the lack of the legal backing, which is as a result of the lack of assent to the ICMC bill, is a minus. We also feel that we need to have straight and very clear leadership at the secretarial level, but we also noticed insufficient income because our major source of income continued to be training, minimal practical work, low membership engagement, and lack of enthusiasm from members. On the side of opportunities, the growing target audience involving trend and ADR acceptability, potential for increased income, and large markets. Threats, we looked at economic downturn, competition, shifting interest, issues around pandemic, including COVID, and then talent poaching from Secretariat. And that now gave us opportunity to couch the ICMC 2021 to 2025 strategic objectives. And what we want to achieve, we want to have a functional mediation resource center, not just the ICMC building, but a functional mediation resource center that can be different from the normal library, that will help practitioners, students, and all those with interest in mediation and dialogue and conciliation to have a reference institute. Then we want to continue to deepen capacity in dialogue and mediation. The legal environment for the practice of mediation will be established. Then harness expertise in dialogue and mediation. But we're also looking at the future of mediation. And therefore, we want to invest in young generation mediators and how they should be capacitated and mentored. And in all this, we want to achieve an enhanced legal environment and structures for the coordination and practice of mediation in Nigeria and beyond. Let's now look at the strategic objectives more fundamentally. For the legal environment and structures for dialogue and mediation established and strengthened, a functional mediation house and resource center established, deepened expertise in dialogue and mediation mechanisms in Nigeria, young generation mediators capacitated and mentored, internal capacity building, we are looking at secretariats and branches, and strengthened oversight of the governing council. Then robust framework for commercial mediation and private sector partnerships. The critical success factors therefore include the visibility of ICMC, increased partnership for resource mobilization, digitalization of operations and enhanced digital presence, strengthen the chapters and build the secretariat capacity to achieve results, strengthen council and ESCO for enhanced oversight, build capacity to address structural and root causes of conflict. And finally, we looked at strategic collaboration, and we are hoping that we will deepen collaboration with ECOWAS and other development partners, including beyond the West Africa region, African Union. We want to deepen collaboration with the private sector. Then we also want to support and have partnership with the infrastructure for peace and state structures that enable peace. Then, of course, civil society and community citizens. But in doing that, we are not oblivious of the fact that ICMC board, the council, ESCO, and secretary will continue to play a role. And then, of course, the membership across the country will feel the impact of this new approach. I thank you for your attention.
I would like to understand that one of our own very important. ICMC is one that has members I would like to understand that while Mr. President of the National I would invite you back to do two things. Give us a recap, then watch out into we have review. Thank you. Apologies. Virtual. I understand there's no technology. It says like man disappoints you when you learn in post. That's a good thing. Very distinguished senior education. You understand because the bias. Now, I think that the technical people did not, unfortunately, did not understand that we have to mute our own Zoom account. So the people on the other side said, so I've received several messages from members that they will feel this if we did not yes, I will just for their benefit, first of all, the speech they are available on the internet, posted, and of course, I understand there's a recording of this ceremony. Just in case that recording not also captured. I pay tribute to all our past leaders and distinguished guests. I talked about the fact that ICMC is 21 years old and have practiced all over the country, and that we have conducted over 800 trainings locally and internationally. Working with the executive committee, we decided to pursue this 5-year strategic action plan. I really don't want to say much about it anymore, but there's giving you a synopsis of that. Just to say that we present this plan because it helps people know where we've been, where we want to be, and of course, looking at our strengths and weaknesses, the value we want to add to society. Our overall objective is to have an enhanced legal environment and structures for the coordination and practice of mediation in Nigeria. Of course, the plan will be reviewed by Professor Mohammed Tabi, senior to come and do that. But just to hit the nail on there to say that in addition to the plan, what this does for us is that it will make us more political right to other stakeholders who understand what ICMC stands for and what value we add to the society at large. In addition to the launch of the strategic action plan, we also are launching or rather presenting the ICMC Mediation House, which was started by the predecessor of the Institute. Our hope is that when we complete this building, it could provide all the things that the mechanism has said. And we are calling on our members to partner with us. So far, the funding has been done by our fellows, open it up to all members who are interested. This is not a funding. If you are so disposed, please feel free to contact the secretariat to assist in whatever we can. We are grateful for the heights that the Institute has reached. We have made significant plans for the future. And to achieve these plans, we will rely on the support of our members, strategic partners, strategic partnership of notable stakeholders who believe in our mission and our vision. Of course, who will support our plans. In conclusion, I cannot conclude this address without expressing my full gratitude to the executive committee of the Institute. I want to pay my gratitude to the registrar, Aisha Abdullah, who led the committee that planned all of this. We rooted the idea of setting up a committee. We agreed that the registry is not powerful. Thank you to you and to our distinguished guests, especially for those who are joining us, who didn't hear this the first time. To To our distinguished guests and members of this great Honorable Institute, I thank you again for committing your time and resources to hear firsthand our goals for the future of the Institute and the district solution. I trust that you will work with us to thank you. So I hope that we have been able to achieve. Now, with your kind permission, invite Professor Mohammed Habib, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, to come and do us the honor of reviewing the strategic action. You're welcome, sir. Excellencies, the President, past President, members of the Expo, our President of the Nigerian Bar Association, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the honor is mine. I want to thank the President for being invited to participate in this very important occasion where we launch the strategic plan, where we also receive the strategic plan for our own consideration and discussion. In addition, as has been said, this occasion is also very important for the fact that we have the Mediation House project presented to us for our support. Even though President modestly said we are not necessarily required to bring out the check here, we will do it afterwards. My task is to review this strategic plan, sustaining the growth trajectory of ICMC 2021-2025 strategic plan. And what I wish to do, knowing that Dr. SJ has already presented the contents of the plan, is just to make some comments about the plan. To recognize that if we are better acquainted with the plan, then it is more likely that this plan will be supported, will be implemented, and will achieve its objective. Let me start by just refreshing your memory about the content of the plan. To say that the plan has 6 sections. These sections start with an introductory section, which has an executive summary and talks about ICMC, its vision, mission, and structure. Although I call it introductory, it is not necessarily written in the document itself. Then section 2, just a situation analysis. It looks at the environment in which ICMC operates, Africa, Nigeria context, the approach that ICMC has adopted over the years, which is essentially that of seeking partners, collaboration, and empowering building and followed by a small analysis, and also comes the risk and mitigation strategy. This is section 2 or part 3 presents a pure check, a graph, format, and analysis stakeholders. We are also overall goal of this strategic plan, as well as theory of change or that analysis. The sixth section and this is the most important section of this strategic plan. We have the strategic objectives. 6 of them, as mentioned by Dr. Isaac, which are presented in the form of outcomes of the efforts that we carried out from now to 2025. And all this is also restated and summarized in the long break. Already had what these strategic objectives are. Legal framework and structure for dialogue and mediation established as standard. A functional mediation house from resource less. Number 3 objective is deepen expertise in dialogue and mediation mechanisms. Spoken about how ICMC at group level other various mediation how is it? Number 4 is the young generation mediators stated and mentioned. It's coming from background 1 as fellow mediation among the younger generation. Some of the ones that learned their targets, how this power level of are Number 5 is internal capacity. And number 6 is a framework for commercial initiatives and private sector. Particularly, ICMC driving and taking the opportunity that is signed by our president. Then we have section 6. Objectives. And all of them are 3. When we move to section 4, we have our where the discussion of mobility, ICMC, partnership, other media organizations, tribe, and also digitization. Section 5 is on knowledge management and also communication. Section 6 monitoring overview of the sixth section of this project. What kind of picture do we get from this? We see how much for we see the impact of purposeful leadership. We see the determination in direction. We see how over the years, various efforts of the successful leadership of this organization out where we have a strategic plan of our own, giving us a sense of direction, reviewing where we are today and where we want to go in the next 5 years. This certainly is not a mere achievement for an organization. The fact that we have a strategic plan gives clarity to our objectives. Also, the strategic plan is not one of those strategic plans where people just write out what they want to do, putting on paper, and say we have this plan. You have seen how variety of tools have been used to develop the plan. We have seen the various stages that we see there agreement over the objective of this plan. There is also a SWOT analysis against the plan, stakeholder analysis, and various other steps behind the plan. To know the purpose of this kind of planning process, not only to end up with the plan, but also to do the planning process as a kind of organization. But in the process of developing the plan, various segments of the management come together and reflect over the situation and agreed on the way forward. So there are many of these strategies one can talk about on the plan. Inevitably, there will also be certain issues raised, which I present some of them here. Comments from people who are here with more reflection about the plan by the president and his team, the planning process of the either text an opportunity, not them within this plan, or in so these observations that I want to make include the following. In terms of some visible disharmonies, I will just give some. You will see it in terms of the organization and content of that. For instance, between the description of the strategy, a number of pages describing the strategy, followed by a long phrase setting out what is to be done. I'm suggesting that the leadership shall look at and how they prepare each other. So there are places where you see some like they were done separately. especially with regard to kind of order in which things are put is where we come to. We now have the theory of change, and then this is followed by the stakeholder analysis. I would have thought that section 2, where we do all the analysis, all the situations, can determine what our strengths, what our weaknesses, and so on. That's also where we stakeholder analysis. But the product of that is now going to work the theory of change. That's good. Another area where I think there is some kind of tension or disharmony is the relationship between theory of change, the description of the activities itself, and then you go to the operation. And when you focus on the theory of change, very good, technically done. But I ask myself, what value will it add? Considering its level of complexity. And if you put more simply, or it's not the very technically minded Dr. Elachi, who along with me in this plan, want this plan to be taken up by all of us and used. And if we don't set up a change that all of us will understand, that may be possible. Let me also, just in outline, mention some other areas. One of them is trying to bring out on what I see in the next 5 years. When the current mandate of ICMC and the aspire mandate when that bill is signed. I must commend those who crafted this plan for being able to strike some balance, taking account of one and not ignoring the other. Another area where I think explanation is where we read somewhere that I see. Then there is also a overall code. There should be some relationship between see that, and this does not require more than just a paragraph of explanation. How this strategic plan is serving the vision of ICMC. The evaluation, the monitoring and evaluation plan is very interesting. Because we know this where we focus on performance. You have a beautiful plan. And then, how is it implemented? How do you know that? What structure are we using? Yeah, monitoring and evaluation plan. But then the question arises, how is this going to be implemented? Because what we see is a structure of ICMC that is relatively top heavy. However, to what extent can we be confident that those there on the top actually have time to participate? So that we don't have too much expectation for them, which is unrealizable. Allocation various parts of this strategy. But you find that we have the core, which have the description of the various interventions that ICMC, followed by a log frame. And then immediately after that, we have a number of documents that are included, like this strategy, the knowledge management strategy, and so on, which raised a number of issues, came up with various strategies. But when they come at the end of the document, they just tend to stand out like that. But even when you come and implement the plan, all the strategies there. So what I would have expected is that those strategies from those studies that are there will be incorporated into analysis for the plan. And if we find that those documents are so important, we don't add them as like sections or chapters. We can add them like appendices so that we know they don't distract attention when people think they have equal value. So these are some of the observations that I thought went out, and also some editing that we see in some kind of editing. I don't see anything that I said in the last picture as distracting from the quality of this plan. Let's all challenge ourselves and our other organizations. We have I'm talking about organization. We have a well thought out plan like this. Or even when they say we have a plan, do they have a monitoring and evaluation arrangement that can work? So this is not only relevant as an ICMC, not only relevant as an ADR and justice sector, relevant to our country. Thank you very much. Wow. Good for thoughts. You know, when you invite a problem to review, and that problem seems that problem of the senior advocates, then you will be able to discover what nitty-gritty facts. I'm not surprised. So thank you. Please let's celebrate for me. I think that regardless of the area they have pointed out, the plan is such that it's critical and it's important. And also for that stated that it's such that you become that in our respective organizations, in our the country and the world, also. So please, join me as we celebrate ICMC for this fest. Please, let's start our so that my fee will be paid for this assignment. I also want to recognize who were instrumental in this strategic plan. And so in no particular order, I will just ask them to stand up for recognition. I start with Rodney Mwaka, SA. Sir. So online, for the people who are easily. The registrar, Aisha Adu is here. Dr. Adiola Adams is here. The AAA ambassador is here. Mrs. Ngozi Ogulu is here. Yes. Chief Magistrate, we have a Chief Magistrate. Chief Magistrate in Mana is here. Mr. Ogulu Fine is here. Where's the Honorable Anuki? I saw him there. He said, let's clap for them. Okay, artist. Thank you. Let's celebrate for this week. Thank you. I'm also you have your seat. Thank you so much. Well, our time is fast spent and we're going to progress. Before we go to the launch of this plan, our members online give us their good message. In no particular order. And so, for the good message, we start with Dr. Online. Please, by way, okay. The online.
Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and your excellencies. Okay, thank you so very much. Though we are not here, I'm not hearing too well, but I want to believe that you are asking me to deliver a goodwill message. Is that correct?
Dr. Brown, sir, the Godfather, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I'm hearing you now. I just asked a question. Am I supposed to deliver a goodwill message of the introduction?
Yes, you are supposed to give us your goodwill message.
Oh. Okay, thank you so very much. Let me just be fast about this, Your Excellencies. Mr. President, Dr. Elachi Agada and the executive members of the ICMC, thank you for this great honor. It is a truism that an organization without a vision and a clear direction where it wants to go has only embarked on a disastrous rudderless voyage. We also know that a vision is the zenith of goals an organization wants to achieve. These cannot be possible without strategic direction, such as what President Dr. Elachi Agada is unveiling today. To that, I say congratulations, Mr. President, and the entire ESCO and the company that put this in place for this proactive endeavor. Let me also salute the immediate past president, the Akajugo High Chief Emeka Obegolu, for his foresight in putting the ICMC Mediation House project in place. This is very significant because every tenant wants to be a landlord. And becoming a landlord is not an accidental process, but a planned one. I cannot also forget to state that the process of making a landlord was supervised by one of us, the one and only
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Okay. So I was saying that making us a landlord was made also possible by the supervision of the one and only Chief Padi Njoku. I salute you, sir. For the edifice to stand the test of time, all of us in the institute should support the drive of Mr. President, Dr. Elachi Agada, and this current exco. We need to work assiduously towards achieving the passage of our bill into law. This is a task that I believe must be done, and yes, we can make this possible. Long live the ICMC. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Brown, the godfather. Also to give the guru message from Chief the guru, I think he stepped out. Our president, Mr. Olumide Apata, I believe is online.
No.
Okay. I seem to be having a bit of technical issue. The next dignitary we'll be calling is Professor Adesoji.
Thank you very much. Highly distinguished guests, my president, Dr. Elachi, my past president, where is he? And the EXCO, let me first of all congratulate all of you. I have no doubt at all that your contents and work with you over the past years in very many different initiatives. We are very proud of you. I have no doubt the education strategy put together for this plan is definitely going to work like your plans usually do. You have the support. I'm proud to be a fellow of this very distinguished and noble organization. And I want to use this opportunity to also thank the ICMC for support you have given to my organization, META, in starting off the Nigerian Special Economic Zones Dispute Resolution Center. To announce very soon the Nigerian Special Economic Zones Dispute Resolution Center will be launched. Thanks to Elachi, to Chief Ogulu, Matibole, some other distinguished members of this organization is going to come to fruition. Dispute resolution is a very, very, very important aspect of commercial transactions, where we do not have that aspect of commercial transactions in place. We have to have bill transactions, bill contracts. My organization, the Nigerian Export Processing Authority, oversees the regulatory organization that oversees billions of dollars worth of investment. Rest assured that as a father of all, I have so many disputes in that context. And one of the things that law envisaged was dispute. That aspect and the authorities act. And thanks to association, we are going to start off at the same time. Let me use this opportunity also to say that our support
We can now export mediation. We have the regulator in our midst. I'm not going to go with application to the license to export Please, let's clap. Oh, she stepped up. Okay. One of our strategic partners, fully represented here. Please join me as I welcome Commodore AAS Manapas, Director of Business
all the best. And for
Very good. Thank you, ma'am. I learned that one of our own, Chicago SN, have been online. I actually found out that they are joining the and I know he wants us to express. So please, technical, can you please connect to that? He's actually also past president of the institute. Life member of the Governing Council. Please join me. Join me. I'm on now. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? We're having challenges. We're having challenges with the audio.
yes,
Okay. My able president, your excellencies, and all friends of ICMC, it is always wonderful to mark days like this. A day that is loaded with achievements, the strategic action plan, presentation of the building. And I want to say kudos to the president and the able executive team. The flag is still flying very, very high, and that is very heartwarming. We are also proud of you. Please keep it up. Thank you so much. I also have to express the pioneer first vice president, the prolific author, the man who knows his, who preaches his, who smells his. When you see him, you speak his. Join us as I welcome Dr. Gideon.
Good afternoon, our host, the President, Dr.
achieved. And thank you for making all of us to be present in that. Let's very proud of the internet online. Thank you everybody for joining. This is very important for the country and of course for ICS. That my takeaway is that looking back 22 years, next economy.
Imagine the progress, we're trying to provide ICS and the office of the first president. And what I just realized is that seeds are very important, because what I see today is the growth of the seed of 1999. And as I've been saying in the past few years, that has been possible. The growth has been possible, monumental growth possible as a result of your work, Dr. Elachi, as well as your predecessor, Chief Obede. And I think we should clap for them. Personally, they've done me proud. He always has to remind me that I trained him in 2002, and that I invited him to the MCSC board in 2003. What's important for me is that having heard my very good friend, Dr. Mika Ezi and Professor Tabiu give us a picture of what is before us, a strategic plan. What we should do is ask ourselves as individually, how am I going to make this work? Things have worked so far because people as individuals have been doing their best. But going forward, we have to be corporate. And now we have like Professor Tabi said, we have people to guide us. I'd like to appeal to all of you to please reach out to the President and ESCO and let them know how you can contribute. I bless you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. History is important because if they thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you for drawing our attention to the fact that this plan has join us and welcome
President, Chartered Individual. It's a great pleasure for me to I came in here to listen, strive to be a man. Thank you for the ICMC and the leadership of this organization. Let me say how happy we are to be associated with having sat down and recount and connect with today's event. It is an honor that Nigeria is beginning in this critical moment. ECOWAS, as you know, is a regional organization. But let me say that without Nigeria, we might not also be talking about it in the format. So it's important that we have these institutions located in Nigeria reaching out and currently launching a 5-year strategic action. I thought we should get started. This is a milestone. Also excited to hear that there is a beginning. And they say, where there is a will, there is a way. We have started this, our hands collectively. I commend you again. And today I take note that one of the key focus of the strategic plan is to expand the frontiers of mediation. And on this, ECOWAS decided to be part of this initiative. The Political Affairs Peace and Security Department of ECOWAS houses the Mediation and Regional Political Affairs Division. And I heard that it would be a great pleasure for me at ECOWAS, but more importantly to Nigeria, to see how we can project this partnership. One of the key challenges we face in our region, in our country, is administrative space for that. The civic space is so compressed that people have to resort to kinetic forms to express their feelings. I encourage this platform to reach out, to work with the top, and see how we encourage mediation and dialogue processes to reduce the tension, the terrorism, banditry, all of these concerns stare us in our face, but also bring to us the relevance of the strengthened mediation process. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, organization that is gathering a lot of interest, such that ECOWAS stands here this morning or afternoon. The Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators, I congratulate you and I wish you some success, life, good health to see these 5 years come to pass. And when we gather again, we get to count our gains and not ours. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. Wish us well. Not to give them a silent one. Don't meet again. Then thank you. Thank you. So that's I will not be come back. Thank you, madam. Report me out. I don't know what you will accomplish. Please join me as I call those who Vice President, Women Development, to give our good message. We want to follow this
My president, it's been a long walk. I'm so privileged to be here today. Have this opportunity to give a good message on behalf of Abuja Chamber of Commerce and the Women Development. For me personally, I've been the institute since 2005. So I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy to also be representing Abuja Chamber of Commerce. We have a long relationship with the institute through members who are also members. We want to congratulate you for the giant strides you are taking today. And as partners, we also happen to be your landlord because your building is right there in our premises. Very fundamental, considering the economic situation in Nigeria at the moment. So it shows a lot of seriousness, which has something to do with the leadership. And she overlooked, I saw her when he was going out, I thought he was coming back. Also, an ESCO member also, in fact, in the next 3 years, he will be our president. So we'll be working closely with you, both as members of the chambers and also as members of the institute. I want to congratulate you. It's a great pleasure having this partnership with you for this year. Congratulations. I wish you more success at the year. Thank you.
Thank you. That's the women person there. Yes. And so I would also, on behalf of the boys' wing, thank all of you all for coming. Thank you for your support to make this action plan work. And then thank you. That building will be occupied. And I'm sure those that know, they know. Thank you all. Our time is fast spent. The Dr. Elachi thanks who are planning this event and make sure you can vote and vote to be on time, so as not to keep everybody away from other schedules. And so I intend to abide by that rule because one of the traits of the mediator is the ability to keep to the rules taken. And so we will move straight to the next item on the agenda, which is the launch of the strategic plan. And to lead us further in this, I will, with all pleasure, call on the registrar of the institute to take us forward. Now,
Thank you very much. With great pleasure, I will call on our own Professor Adesoji Adeshupa to lead us on the launch of the 5-year strategic action plan. Thank you very much, our whole Prof. I will equally call on the legal advisor of the Nigerian Navy. Madam, you are very welcome to please join Madam J.A.S. Malafa Komodo. MNI, yes, Madam. Thank you very much. And then the last but not the least, our very own Dr. Agada Elachi. ICMC. Thank you very much. We would have wanted to decorate this space more of you, but as you know, we are doing our best to maintain the COVID-19 protocol so that all of us can move away healthier. Thank you so much. So I'll hand over to Professor Adesina. Thank you so much.
Segment if you want to really strategic plan, not just very far. Action plan.
wow. And I didn't know before, and national I'm talking about football. I always too hard. First half, second half is start half of the really hard. And so for the second half of this event, it is also really hard. The committee has given it to the session and an expert in meaning to lead this art, to lead us in this chat and join us and welcome the president, our own Swami. very much. I didn't see the swag coming. Thank you very much. And, good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I know we've been seeing some time. I guess it will not be out of place if I say it was 30 seconds, stretch our legs, you know, stretch our bodies, the knees. It's part of the health team. When you are in a presentation like this, just so that Lord, the vessels fluid. 30 seconds. Thank you very much. You may have a seat. So that, we can speak. Now, the distinguished ladies and gentlemen, excellencies are standing upon the 16th. My task is ICMC. This project of this right as the apple of our eye. Project that is very dear to our hearts. All our efforts into as we know, as has been said here, the project is increasingly one. And as Dr. Olagunju had mentioned to us, it is brief recap history of ICMC. One year ago, ICMC was, if I can use the word, officeless, and it was somewhere in Lagos. But today, we have, we're giving God the glory, the honor and privilege to be presented to us a project which you can see has called Screen Life. This can we give ourselves around about? Now, very well begins taking the class right, and then we are looking at the 3D of the project. And for those of you who don't know, Mr. President has said that we are not doing a fundraising today. That is correct. But the project is just cited there. For those who don't know, it's just cited there. And on your way out, you can please stop by and look at what we have done. It's reached an advanced stage, but we thought it good to present it to the public this morning. Now, why do we have the ICMC house? Again, lest I am accused of plagiarism, even though I am not. But then I must give credit to who credit is due, but I find myself in the legal dock and pray that when you are being sued by a lawyer, you know that your defenses are not that many. Now, why do we have this house? Let me take us back to what our president said in his speech. And I will just go back to page 2 of the speech that the president gave earlier, the last paragraph, the last sentence. He said, and I quote, "This project, which was endorsed by our council and aptly named the ICMC Mediation, will house our growing secretariats, interim organization, training, conference rooms, standard dispute resolution facilities, knowledge management, research and development center, and office spaces which will be available for users." So this is the essence of what we have in this house. And for those of you who are familiar with mediation, this building, you know, I have the right to say that we can't do much if we don't have our own space. And thankfully, by the grace of God, we have started that journey, which we will be completing very, very soon. Under the leadership of President, and who is committed irrevocably to concluding the
project. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I may ask the technical, can you please put up the slides again for us? The audio, please. With the audio, please. So that we just see what the project is all about. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell, that is the ICMC mediation. It's a four-story building. I am not an engineer. I guess I will be wrong if I say as we speak, the project is about 40% complete in terms of construction. It's just standing in the side there. So you can have a look at it as we go. And it's going to be having conference rooms, like I mentioned, training facilities. We'll be able to run our trainings and carry out other activities. And of course, we'll have spaces for people to live, commercial spaces for people to live. I mean, undoubtedly, it goes without saying that project is going to be not only to the institute, but to the community, to the locale where it is situated. So I will be urging all of us to please, as partners in progress, we have done a lot to achieve get to where we are, but we need to do a lot more to cross the finish line. For those of us who have any knowledge of construction, the easiest thing to do is to lay the foundation and then put up the superstructure up. But when it comes to the finishing, then you know that your pockets is being touched, right? So I'll be calling on encouraging each and every one of us, as stated by Mr. President, that will please partner with this project. We are not launching the project, but we are just presenting it. And for those of you who came here, perhaps thinking that it was a launch, it's going to be a launch, and perhaps you have a check in your hands, please. I will encourage you not go home with that check. Please, you don't need to go to the secretariat to drop it. You can drop it here. I'm sure the president will gladly receive it from you. And if the president is not willing to collect it, I have his deputy. Please come to me. I will collect it. Thank you. So I'll be encouraging us to please support the project anyway, especially financially, so that we can complete the project within the lifespan of this administration. This is very important. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the project as is, as we speak. And we all agree, we can see where we are. I mean, coming from Ikorodu Road 21 years ago, this is indeed very hard. This is different. This is refreshing, and I'm sure that together, collectively, by the grace of God, we should be able to complete this project. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you officially the ICMC Mediation House. I honestly can't wait for us to complete this deal. And my sincere apologies to the Abuja Chamber of Commerce. I know you have been a partner, I know you have supported us, but like Dr. Brandon said, a tenant will one day hope to be a landlord. Am I correct? Please, how many of us here are tenants who want to remain tenants? So please don't blame us if we're ambitious, right? It is good to be ambitious, and provided it is done in the right way. Definitely, this project will accelerate our growth. We'll do a lot of trainings yearly, and of course, with the COVID, some of these trainings are now online, but it does not detract from the fact that post-COVID, and we are all very optimistic that we will not be parties to the 10 wave. Indeed, for us in Nigeria, by the grace of God, we are, how do they say that, the popular lingo that came with COVID, we have flattened the curve. I don't know where the curve is, but I think we are flattening the curve. So, by the grace of God, we'll be running our trainings in here, holding our collaboration meetings most times with our partners in here, having our conferences most times in here, so you can see how important this project is. I honestly want to thank Mr. President, Dr. Elachi Gada, for the opportunity and the privilege to present the House at this occasion, and for his vision in ensuring that we complete the project and concretize that which is successful in office. High Chief Emeka and the ESCO started. So, ladies and gentlemen, without more to do, I wouldn't want to put much of the time. This is the presentation of the ICMC House. Ordinarily, before the formal launch, we will be calling for donations and all of that, but we are not doing that. But again, just to reiterate and to remind us that please, if you have came here with an intention to do something about this project, please don't hesitate to do so before you leave. Thank you. God bless ICMC. God bless all of us. Thank you very much. Encouraging to write more. I also know the fact that honors all the ICMC situation where we carefully are moving to make it recognized. I'm very sure I can see people who move on. Saying your name not to be there. Please point to yourself. My name not to be there. No, please point to yourself. My name not to be there. You say that my name not to be there. My name not to be there. Not to be there. I'll try to ask them, but there are two students here. I am under them. When I say I'm under them, I report to them. So I would incurring institutional roles. If I don't recognize it. Let me start with the fellow Dr. Awashakara, MP Abuja Chair,
us a few minutes. Start with my chairman.
Leadership. Yes. Activities. Organization, they are close to 50 years. And yes, it was difficult to think and okay, this is what it has done. But the idea of developing a strategic framework of freedom is my head. And I used it, and my expert accepted the executive council, national executive council, and we developed that 5 years ago. We support Justice for All program of the council. And 5 years after, it was presented in 2015. 5 years after, I'm so proud. They just acquired the building. Tell stakeholders, tell partners that here we are, this is what we are focused on doing. How can we come in and support this now? So I can assure you that this strategic plan really take ICMC. I think I have one go to the moon, take ICMC to the moon, and don't get the moon. So I wish you all, I wish that you the very best, and I'm sure that by the grace of God, we will be there.
Thank you, ma'am. Donors are welcome to share ICMC Abuja branch, the Host branch, our one room.
Members of my branch, dear friends, thank you all for being here. What can I say? So much. Any address here, today, no matter how good a job you have done, you hand over the baton to somebody that will mess it up. We are happy that the baton was handed over to somebody that will take up on behalf of
you, members of the plan, and they're here, not just whatever has power. I forget my own. What power? Rest assured that. Thank God, Honorable Advocate. I'll do something on that. Thank you all for coming today. When you call, you know, when you have a legal landlord, they don't know with what kind of landlord. So we're here under the umbrella of the national. So let's just say that that's the practice. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Well, I'm sure you know more. Well, we have done well. And join me as I welcome my one and only of the institute.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I, on behalf of the President, the National Executive Committee of ICMC, the Board of Governing Council, the staff of the National Secretariat, the entire members of ICMC, we call ourselves ICMC family, we regard ourselves as a family. And on my own behalf, as the registrar, deeply, sincerely appreciate, first of all, Professor Mohammed Tabiu CCN for his meticulous, of course, we're not expecting anything less, review, insightful recommendations, bringing his experience as a teacher, as a lawyer, as a front runner in nation, peace, building, and development. We really appreciate you taking out time out of your very, very busy schedule to review our strategic action plan, 5-year strategic action. Thank you very much. In the same breath, I'm going to sincerely appreciate all our partners, our collaborators, our potential partners, our special guests, especially those who have said all the good words to show their support and encouragement. We really appreciate you. We value our relationship with you as we embark on implementing what you have seen and what has been described as a well thought out plan. We would still need your support. We would still require the loyalty and support that you have shown us today. And we also definitely would be available whenever you also need us as we continue to strive to continue with the good work. Thank you very much, and we wish you successful and productive week ahead as we continue to partner to do what we do best. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. For the dignitaries and excellencies who are here, we thank you. Yes, sir. And for those online, we thank you. And yeah, thank you. Everybody, thank you. Mr. President, and Bishop, and Ms. Martin, you know what I was talking about. And Bishop, from all everyone here, that a copy of the strategy take your time out to you have any my memory, my years, my eyes, send it to you. Thank you and thank you so much. And so for today, the 29th day, and we take the national anthem. Thank you so much. To register the present, there will be a group picture.